we're doing my hair, by the way. I wrote a poem basically for my book, which you all know that I'm writing, because that's the only thing I talk about. So sorry about this angle again, but I can't be bothered getting back up. Basically, I wrote a poem for my book, and it goes into my high school years and being a teenager. And I was like, I wonder, what is this feeling sometimes when I'm 26, by the way. Sometimes when I'm doing like a childish thing, or I'm doing quote unquote childish things, or just being, I don't know, like doing silly little things and appreciating silly little things, I have this deep churning shame feeling in my gut, and I realized where I got it from. I had to grow up. I had to mature faster than any child should as a child, and that led to me being a mature child. Cut to teenage shit. I'm now acting like a child because I was so mature as a kid. And by mature is like 100,000 different meanings and entendres. I just mean that I went through a trauma as a child. Oh my God. I just went, talking is not my strong suit. I just mean that I had a lot of discomfort in my nervous system, which is just trauma in itself as a child. So I had to emotionally regulate myself into survival mode. And that's how I was basically until I was 13, 14, 15. But like, I still kind of see teenage me as a child, because I am a child technically until I legally turn 18 or whatever. I think the age should be moved up personally, but that's just my opinion. Basically, I would feel aggressive shame if I ever let myself enjoy certain things. And it's partly because of the world and how they expect teenagers to be grown up but not too childish, but also because teenage me felt such shame that I was still doing it at that age, because that's childish, that it's a child thing to do. I'm a teenager. I should be drinking and being so mature and blah de blah de blah blah. That now, as a 26-year-old woman, I still have that internal shame, and it's coming from my inner teenager. I just had that realization, and I'm like, oh, hi, bestie. You went through a lot as a child and as a teenager, and that's just a lot of internal hate and a wound that isn't healed, because I didn't realize it was a wound. So now I'm working on healing that. And I don't know if it's because, I don't know why I just realized it. Maybe because I am writing a book, and a lot of my time as a teenager, I wrote a lot. That's how I started my career as an author. Or because my teenage hero came back she's a wrestler, so she came back on the show. She unretired, as one might say. So I'm seeing her weekly, and I have that same mindset that I did when I was a teenager. So it could be a culmination of things per se. So I just thought you and I will do my hair, put on a bunch of jewelry that I got at Armageddon, like this charm, for example. Let me just do a haul. Why not? I actually got this for free because I spent so much. They were like, here you go. And I was like, I won't say no, but thank you. That's very sweet of you. I don't actually wear a lot of clips with Jingle Jingle on it, because I have Jingle Jingle on my face. I actually and if I wear too many things on my head, I get headache, which is just another lovely thing about me. It feels weird to have a clip on my head, not gonna lie, but we're gonna keep it there because it is cute. Oh my god, now I have to take it out because I have hair on the other side that's poking out. There we go. What was I saying? Teenage wound, that's what I was saying. I thought I could do my hair and read you the poem that I wrote. And basically, you know how adults kind of always say that, not adults, but like people working on themselves always go, healing is all you need to do. And it's like, wow, they're right. Wow. But I've also just seen this is the necklace I got. Holy shit, go back around. There we go. Isn't she beautiful? I will put the store name in the description. But I also just thought that my teenage self was angry all the time, angry and sad all the time. I didn't even think that this was was even in the thing of life, really. Oh my god, you can also make it into a bracelet. That's very cute. I didn't think it would be a wound that I would have to heal, because I was so angry all the time. Angry and sad and depressed and all the lovely good things that a teenager shouldn't be, but go through because your hormones are all over the fucking place. What was I saying? Yes, I didn't realize it was a wound that I now have to work on. I'm not saying that my childhood self is completely healed. I don't think she will ever be completely healed. But that's because of outside, closure and all that, but fuck closure. I'm not talking to that narcissistic man again. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm trying to put the clasp on this. Isn't life hard with one hand? Is that on? Feels like it's on. Oh my god. Round we go. Everything's fine. Round we go. I wonder if I can take this thing off. There she is. Did I put it on backwards? I did. Oh, that's infuriating. It's fine. It's got like little pearls, a star, and then the moon dipped in blood. Oh, I have to put it back on. Okay, let me just read you the poem I wrote, because this was the whole point of the video before I got sidetracked, as you do. It's called High School, and I will also write it in the description if you want to read it. It will be in my book. It's rough, but I'm kind of I think that I want to do is stop apologizing for a draft version, because I do that a lot, because I'm like, it's not in its final form. I'm aware that it's rough and kind of uncut and all this. I'm sorry for that. And it's like, it's a draft. It's supposed to be kind of shit. Like, not all things are literal diamonds. Like, sometimes you write a really good poem off the bat and it's like peak, but then other times you have to rewrite and edit and rewrite and edit and rewrite and edit, and that's fine. That's what a draft is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying this to remind myself, really. There's so many things that I have to remind myself. So I just want my brain to be empty. Hit empty. That'd be great. Anyway, the poem is called High School. Where'd you get that? That looks like it hurts. Why'd you do that to yourself, honey? Don't know in that quotations why she has that accent, but she does, and we'll go with it. Why'd you do that to yourself, honey? Well, when I was 12, I took a test at school, and when I got my results back, I was pulled out of class. The councillor said my results were a lot more than anyone else. I had PTSD from the earthquakes and had to start seeing him every week. I did until I told them what they wanted to hear. I checked all the boxes I had answered wrong before. When I was 14, my best friend had cat scratches up and down her arms. We would meet up at lunch and carve into our flesh over and over again, having lamingtons and juicies. I knew a girl who was bringing alcohol in her water bottle, sipping on it to get through the day. I knew a boy who was bullying me because it was beaten into him, and that's all he knew. I knew girls who had eating disorders, skipping meals, puking in between classes, passing out, and waking up in the hospital. I knew so many kids who were from broken families, sleeping at their desks, scrambling for lunch, begging for money to get home, getting detention for not having the right shoes, forgetting schoolwork because they didn't have someone to help them. When I was a teenager, my class was the bad one. Everyone knew. It wasn't a shameful secret we could have hid. We went through so many teachers in our year. We didn't think anyone would stay after a while. When a fight would break out, we were always the first to be pulled out. We'd have to take it as our gym teacher yelled at us. We'd all take it on the chin, backs against a corner. Our homeroom teacher would play meditation music. She had asked us to take a deep breath and close our eyes. She'd say, imagine you are somewhere warm. Could be another country, the beach, anywhere. Listen to the birds chirping, smell the soft sea breeze, feel the sand under your toes. Stay there for a minute. As long as you need, just breathe it in for a second. It would change, the location, the timing, the music in the background, but it would always be the same structure, every day, until she also left. When I was 14, I started having anxiety and panic attacks every day. When I was 14, I started having trouble with food. When I was 14, I started scratching until I met bone. When I was 14, I wrote a letter saying I wanted to kill myself. When I was 14, I learned coping mechanisms that outlived my 2 years in high school by a decade. Well, you did that to yourself. That was my poem. I think I'll probably change the ending. When I was 14, and sometimes sound a little repetitive, which is kind of, I always love doing repetitive shit in my writing. It's just one of the things that's like an accent to my writer's voice, one might say. I also love onomatopoeias. I love ingings. I love commas, which you guys all know because I wrote a poem about it. I'm not a intellectual writer. I base my writing off how I feel, and I write with how I would talk, like how I don't know. It's just some people, I don't know why, for some reason, as someone who's writing a book that's creative writing, I should be looking at creative writing as my criticism. But instead I'm looking at like autobiographies or structurally sound, like analytical shit. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. This is the heart that I got. Oh my god, she's a YouTuber. This is the heart that I got. Isn't she cute? I have a matching one with my love blue. It's not a matching ring, it's a necklace for their graduation. I thought they were so cute. And they're both sterling silver. So won't get any reaction. Look how cute that is. Are you going to focus? Focus on me. But focus on me. Let me do a little. Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. That's so fun. Focus, you little slut. Okay. But that is my haul from Armageddon. And that's my poem. And those are my thoughts. And also, another thing I got from Armageddon. Snorlax. I love him. The only thing I don't love about him is the claws are kind of like... Do you feel this? Do you hear this? You can't feel things in YouTube video. Like that kind of fabric on the claws is different from that. It's just a different kind. It's kind of like scrapey, which, you know, I don't really love on a teddy bear, but I saw him in Auckland when I went up for Springgeddon last year, and I was like, I want him, and then I was like, that's not gonna fit in my suitcase. But now I saw them when they were in Christchurch, which is where I live. I was like, yep, you're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. I also got, I think these were so cute. I will put all the jewelry, right? Oh, here we go. I can show you this. It's from Cheeky Chick. I love that didn't show you anything. Here we go. Cheeky Chick. But I will put it in the description. What was I showing you? The things I got on my bag. I got these. Oh, this is going to be hard to show you. I got these keychains, which are like CD keychains of the High School Musical 2 soundtrack, which peak homoeroticism. Then I got Shrek. Peak film. Did I tell you about, with the soundtrack on the back, did I tell you guys about the classmate I met? Oh my god, my brain is not working today. Did I tell you guys about the classmate I had who wrote an essay about how Shrek, the movie, Shrek the franchise, shaped culture? Epic slay on their part. I hope they got a great mark, because I saw the slideshow for it and I was like, can you send me that? Like, I would have loved to read it. And the Paramore album, Peak, Brand New Eyes, which is so cute. Like, should I give you some ASMR? ASMR, but it's just my bag jingling. I do like a jingle. This is my bag, if you guys didn't know. Spells and Potions. I got it on Facebook Marketplace, but I do know you can get it elsewhere, because I saw a lady with it when I was in Armageddon, actually, in Auckland. Don't know where she got it from, but I was like, oh my god, we have the same bag. Yeah. This is my hair length. I'm trying to go for a jellyfish cut because I think they're so cunty. So whimsical and fun. But I'm one of those people that changes their hair all the time. And every time it gets long, I'm like, maybe I should cut it. But I think we're just going to see how far I can get it. And colour-wise, I want to go blue again to match everything, me, myself and I, and all that jazz. I also got this hairpin that I used as a magic wand before. which I think is so cute. Also by the same people that made my ring. I actually forgot how to use a hairpin, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't used them since I had long hair, which when I was a teenager, I had long hair down to my ass. So that would have been like a decade ago. So, gonna have to like you just kind of twiddle. You go so sexy. There we go. Jeez, that was a mission. But there we go. This is the finished look. Remember when I said we were going to do my hair together? Cute. It's practically the same since I started because I got sidetracked. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions. This is my microphone. This is my fancy dressing gown. So feel honored. I never put this on because it feels so luxurious. It's a dressing gown with stars on it. I have a matching one with my best friend Sophie. But also because the pockets, even though it feels like a luxurious, fancy dressing gown, the pockets have been absolutely ripped to shreds. So, not great pocket lining. But what can you expect from a woman's item? Pockets aren't functional. They're just for looks. Tangent, but don't you hate when you have pockets on a pair of pants and they turn out to be fake? The fuck is that about? The fuck is that about? I forgot something that I was going to show you. One of the things I can't show you because it is wrapped up in wrapping paper. Wink, wink. Ugh! Oh my god, getting the full shot of my dressing gown. Feel honoured. Feel special. Feel great about yourself. Ugh! I got this potion. Which is basically ASMR. Sounds a little suspicious. Which is basically just a stim toy at this point. Sick as fuck. If I can find the people that made these, I will put it in the description. If I don't have the packaging, I'm pretty sure I follow them on Instagram. Which you can join me. I will leave my fan account in the description. Also, Thoughts on Teenagehood. I have an account that's on Instagram that's strictly towards all my fandoms. And there are a lot of them. So come join me. Fan out. I'm also on Tumblr if you want to fan out with me. I'm also on Twitter, but fucking hellscape. Twitter is how do I do the chosen voice? I am the chosen. Wow, sounds so sophisticated. I am the chosen. Twitter is a fucking hellscape. Twitter is a freaking hellscape. This place is a freaking hellscape. It's kind of like angsty teen. I'm the chosen. Impressive. 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 I'm the chosen, and I am the chosen. Chosen. I'm the chosen. Chosen. Impressive. I think I'm getting worse. I don't think I'm getting better. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Why was I talking about Smosh? Oh, because Twitter is a freaking hellscape. That's why I was. Jeez, that took a second. Twitter is a freaking hellscape. It is. So, yeah. On that note, fuck Trump, fuck Elon Musk, fuck X. Free Palestine, always. Trans rights are human rights. Destroy the patriarchy. Burn that motherfucker to the ground. Read the Hunger Games. Mimicking real life. The world sucks. The world doesn't suck. The people in charge of the world suck. I look cute. Oh my god. Check me feeling myself. Look at that glow. It's actually just the sunshine. I'm not wearing any makeup. Actually, that's not true. I still have sparkles from when I tried to dress up I tried to dress up as Mystery from K-pop Demon Cunters. K-pop Demon Hunters. I tried to dress up as him, but it was last minute. I wasn't actually going to dress up. I was just going to walk around the stalls, but I tried. I can post a little picture here, or you can find me on my Instagram at City Grown Willows. But yeah, I tried that. I had a lot of sparkles and purple eyeshadow all over my body. We were going to do paint, and by we, I mean me and Solus, but Solus forgot the paint, but that's okay. They did a killer Iron Blood cosplay. If that is up your alley, I will promote them in my description too, because it was literally sick as fuck. Sick as fuck. Love them to death. That's my guy right there. That's my little brother right there. That's my ride or die right there. I feel like I'm getting more amped the more I talk. I should probably go. It's 30 minutes already. By the way, I'm not Team Edward. He's a psycho, and he's also 3,000 years old. But way in the movie did Bella have so much chemistry with Edward's dad, Carlisle. Like, I know he was originally, like, he auditioned for Edward, so maybe that's why it is, but, like, does she have daddy issues? Because, girl, me too. But no, she actually has mummy issues. But yeah, I'm not Team Edward. Team Jacob, I mean, he's cute. He's a fine-ass man to look at, but man-child. I'm Team Dad. I'm Team Carlisle. I'm Team Alice. I'm Team go get with Alice. Or, best case scenario, if we are doing the Edward Jacob Bella threesome, polyamorous relationship, because boy, bitch, they all had tension they could just fuck out. I know they're teenagers, by the way. I know they're teenagers, but I mean, Edward's not. Don't think of the semantics. It just gets weird after a while. It's like, you're a vampire pretending to be a teenager, but you're really like 1,000 years old. But also, she's a teenager that has a werewolf as a best friend, but then she gets turned into a vampire, and she has a child, and that child ends up with the werewolf best friend, but the werewolf best friend was in love with her, and then he imprints on her child, And obviously he nicknamed her after Loch Ness Monster. Oh, and also the main character turns into a vampire. Yeah. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. I have another Instagram that me and my best friend made where we're going to stream on Twitch. We're currently playing It Takes Two. Come find us. Bye.